I drink tea.
Hi, Cat.
So question, Cat, does this look okay, or... I'm debating whether or not I have the template up for this round or not. I did it the first time I did this shindig, so I felt like I should stick with tradition, but you know.
I'm always open to interpretation.
This isn't bad green tea, honestly.
Caw-caw, Adderlion.
So I'm going to check something. I know this is the worst time to do it. Can I do borderless window? Oh, come on. Really? Okay. Give it a minute. I happen to like borderless window. There is supposed to be sound. The fact there's no sound is a concerning thing, and a good thing I learned about early rather than later. So thank you, Cat. Also, hi, Glaive! Voice crack! You know, I should probably actually set this to just regular Monster Hunter World, because I just realized this thing doesn't have... Yeah, I'm gonna just set this to regular Monster Hunter World, because the Monster Hunter Iceborne thing ain't even doing shit. So I'm gonna just quickly update that. Anyway, I don't know what the hell has been added with the Iceborne expansion. I purposefully actually disregarded information so I can spoil it, so I can figure it out all on my own. So, what the hell is the Clutch Claw?
Oh, it's a mounting tool? Oh, fuck yeah!
Also gonna adjust my mic. Sorry, that's audio rape. Anyway, new story, new master rank, base of operations, new area and endemic life, new monsters, new weapons. So let's see, new actions and mechanics thanks to the Clutch Claw, new weapons combos for all the weapons, new training area, higher level cap. Use our slinger while the weapon's unsheathed. Reaching a certain unity will allow you to ride tail rider monsters. Oh god, now you can be a Mountie. New screenshot, new room in Celiana can be redecorated. I'm assuming that's the new area. Temporal Mantle, I remember, got nerfed. Its now number of hit. It's on a cooldown, and every hit you take reduces the amount of time you have left on that thing, which is honestly kind of needed. Temporal Mantle was just 30 to like 50 seconds of go fuck yourself monster, which was kind of good, and yet it was way too easy. If you ever wanted to hunt anything high league and you didn't bring a Temporal Mantle, that's the equivalent of being a Shadow Priest in WoW or not being a heal or dedicated heal bot in 14. Not happening. Also, you can now change the UI. Character editor voucher. Oh, I assume that came with a thing. In either case, yeah, I've played 233 hours of core and hunted Kieran. I may like this game. I know it isn't the Mystery Dungeon demo. I'm gonna save that until it gets close to the release date of Mystery Dungeon. Iceborne just came out, and I want to play Monster Hunter. What do you mean it freezing? Only 400. Oh god, I didn't see the one. I really need to get some glasses. Alright, so... to start the Iceborne expansion, we need to go talk to the Fiver. Legiana and Ancient Forest. Ooh, actually, that's a little chunk, not gonna lie.
The field team's gathered at the main gate. Seems like they're getting ready to go out on an expedition in the forest.
Osaka Fest. Item commemorative pack. Can only be claimed once. I'd like to scroll down. So the launch set is Nullberry's Max Potion Gold Wavarian print. That's a free meld. Steaks, Mega Potions, thanks for restocking me. Launch set 1 as a purchaser bonus. Golden Egg, Gourmet Voucher, Armor Spheres, Dust of Life. Oh, do we actually have reasonable life powder now? Trank Bomb. Osaka Commemorative Fest is Expert. Not sure what that does. Dust of Light, Wet Fish. That's essentially a whetstone. More Steak and Demon Powder. Oh, hey, we can actually now see what's lined up. Mother of God. Okay, and I see that our Beyond High rank is now just called Master rank. Yeah, I can feel it being a little stuttery already. Guardian Armor set now available for all players. Go talk to Housekeep. Right? Well, to be fair, again, no Hunter arts in this game. They had to do their own crap. Let me try to do that fuckery right now. Performance, app history. Where is Monster Hunter in my task manager? Monster Hunter World, set priority high. Oh, wow. Did that make things worse? Yeah, I think that made things worse. So we're gonna just set that to normal priority. And hopefully it recovers. Yeah, because it's trying to recover or something. I'm also just gonna play it safe today and make it kind of look like shit. Where's graphics? Oh yeah, that's right. I never actually hunted my behemoth, so it keeps playing yeah, having everything around the mid-range should be about appropriate for the situation. Things don't look at... Oh god, that looks really blurry, actually. What the shit? That looks really blurry. Hold up. Alright, that fixes the problem for the most part. Shit. How do I get to my house? Right, I can just do a shortcut through the bottom of the building to get to the top of the building. Don't ask how that works. Where's Housekeeper? Alright. Give me the goodies. Well, I mean, that's nice, but, I've already drowned in Dragonite. So that's, I guess, for the new lads, and then the Guardian armor set. Let's see what this looks like. So, let's see. To make things a little less absolutely ruin all the things. Oh, I can choose whether or not to use layered armor now. Fucking awesome. So to make things less absolutely just ruin everything, I will be using the armor that we finished up the last stream run with this with. Which means I'm back in my cape, bitch. Just need to take off my samurai boots, which, oh my god, this is so much better. Holy crap. Thank God for the interface not being garbage. Alright, I fixed... Okay, I fixed that, yep. That is... Good job so far. So now that this isn't completely garbage to navigate... By the way, yes, I do have the Geralt armor. So if you ever equip any of Geralt's armor, you just turn into Geralt. Fun fact, he's a sword and shield boy. Alright, but what's the Guardian armor look like? Honestly, the torso's a bit much, but the rest isn't too bad, honestly. The main problem I have with the torso is that it's sufficiently bulky, but that, like, collar combo and whatnot just kind of looks really stiff. Also, not sure if chat's just dead or not. Not because, you know, with the whole messing with my settings, not sure if that just killed the chat there for a moment or not. Gotcha, just quiet chat, which is fair. I don't expect too much viewership today. This is more for my own personal pleasure than anything else. Oh, hey, it changed the color of the slinger, too. Good stuff. But yeah, the torso's a little much, in my opinion. If only for the fact that the front part of it kind of makes me look like a weird-looking, like... I feel undersized for the armor. Other than that, seems pretty good to me, honestly. Nice, good plate. The tassets are nice. Change out the torso for something of your choice, and honestly, not a bad-looking set. Alright, we don't talk to him. We talk to, our boy right here. Alright. I guess the last thing I do before we head out is change up my decorations. This is half the fun of Monster Hunter. Making sure that you are prepared and ready for the fight. What's my... Yeah, defense 6. Nothing's Nothing's gonna take me down. You know, what's the expert gem? Increases in affinity. Okay, that's something worth taking, honestly. Especially on a fucking longsword. That's spicy. Alright, and that's a 3. And that's weakness exploits. I'll take it, why not? Didn't have to do as much as I thought I did. Still, how fitting that the first thing we have to fight before the snowy expansion is a Legiana. Which, if for people who don't know what a Legiana is...
The field team's gathered at the main gate. Seems like they're getting ready to go out on an expedition in the forest.
Way to interrupt me, lady. Legiana is essentially a giant flying wyvern who spreads ice all over the place. She was the only ice monster in the game, from what I remember. Oh, wait, that's right, Poogie. Where's the Poogie? Alright. Gotta rub his belly for good luck. Picked up the scent of treasure. Pick up your Poogie and try putting it down in various places to you so that it happens. If it likes you enough, you might find something good. Poogies love to be petted. Well, no shit, it's the adorable pig. Poogies are good boys, and if you don't rub his belly, you're gonna get bad luck.
Yo.
Of course I knew you'd show up. The smell of something exciting in the air, and that... The smell of something exciting in the air, and you and that handle of yours following the scent of the source. Well, anyway, we got word that a Legion has been sighted in the ancient forest. We've never seen one outside the Coral Highlands before. Sound like something you want to check out? Something's going on in that forest. Bet your dinner this ain't just some random happening.
Ready to go?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do this.
Time to go punk a Legiana. Now here's the thing. Because I'm horrendously overleveled... Look, you know how many calories we burn just ripping and tearing through these things? It's not the paycheck we're after, it's dinner. The paycheck just allows us to hunt bigger and more exotic things.
There's a Legiana in the ancient forest, and nobody knows why. I rounded up all the eyewitness data available. Follow me. Legiana tracks. No mistake. It's really here. Does the forest seem off to you today? Let's keep going. It feels a little weird now that the Elder Crossing investigation's done. It's exciting too, though. I wonder what comes next.
Hey, the fact they're willing to accommodate's a good thing, Kat.
It's
Here's
so
hoping that goes
quiet.
well.
What gives? I haven't seen so much as a bug. Where are the birds?
Probably
Maybe
spooked.
something's got them all spooked? Those tracks were headed west, partner. Wonder if the next investigation is going to be super long, too. I know I plan to stay here for at least another decade. They say the Elder Crossings happen once every 10 years, right? We can't really call our investigation complete if we don't stick around to see for ourselves.
We can do other things in the meantime.
Pretty sure the First Fleet has the same idea.
We want the red pits. These things actually hit hard.
No
Stones are just
Octonaut
cherry
either.
tapping. Huh. No vegetarians out here. Well, then again, this is a more scripted hunt than anything else, so, you know. Unsurprising that there's not going to be anything.
Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Slow burn.
It's gotta be up ahead.
Also, this takes place right after the Elder Crossing. Good God, lady. So this is just getting into high rank.
Plus, that gives me time to, I've got my own little investigation to do.
No, we're not
That's
stopping
part of
for
why I
you to
wanted
go
come
get
to the New
food.
World in the first place. Ooh, which reminds me, you never told me what your reason was.
And you'll never learn.
Hold on. Looks like we're close. Guess story time will have to wait.
I love how that's a meme. So why did you come to, you know, the New World? No one will ever know.
Legiana tracks here too.
Legiana is a beautiful monster, though. Also, saving you from your own stupidity again. That's a lot of Legianas. That's a migration.
Where are they going? Hey. Hey, do you hear that? Is it the wind? No, that's not it. Is that singing?
Oh God. Hi, buddy.
What is that?
You seem to be a little. The sound seems to be a little bit ahead of the visuals. Seems a little early to drop the title, but okay. We'll take it. Also, no one checked up there? I mean, come on, guys. You have a landmass. You can send ships in every direction. Legiana filled the skies as they departed the ancient forest, heading across the open sea and marking the beginning for the next chapter of the Research Commission.
We have a serious topic to discuss. As such, I've assembled the Fleet Masters, along with the First Fleet field team members I've been able to reach. Now, I'm sure that you are all aware by now, Legiana have been leaving the New World in droves, flying far out into the open sea. Director, please take it from here.
Gladly, sir. Firstly, as a species, Legiana are not known for long-distance migration, nor for abandoning their primary habitat. Why they've begun crossing the ocean is an ecological mystery. Either something has begun to affect the biological nature of the Legiana, or they've been driven out by some change in their habitat, some anomaly that has stimulated them to migrate beyond the sea.
Beyond the sea.
Commando?
Just some deja vu. So, thoughts?
You should. He should sound familiar. He voices a lot of stuff, especially in Fire Emblem. I'm trying to remember the character he specifically voiced. Evening 1990.
Ha! Do you even need to ask? I can tell by that fire in your eyes that your mind's already made up.
Yes, he was Dojima. Not Dojima, I mean, he was boss. Not Makoto's, but Futaba's dad.
It's not just you, Commander. I think we've all gotten tired of following the same old routine lately.
Good. Then I hereby declare we focus all available resources on investigating this Legiana issue. Effective immediately.
Oh, now we're talking.
What do you mean that you don't get, though, my dude? Is something confusing you, or...?
Commander, sir. We were thinking that if we follow the migrating Legiana, we should be able to discover somewhere to land. Like a new island, even.
So, we go by ship. Or, better yet,
Something a little more stimulating. Air travel's our specialty, after all.
Just not to your taste?
yes, the Third Fleet's airship would allow us to spot the best landing area and help us get an idea of the surroundings. That settles it then. I'll be choosing who to dispatch, but I need you to stay and watch over everyone here.
And also known as, we couldn't afford Matthew Mercer for this expansion, so take it easy there, Crom.
I'll need hands from the provisions and technology divisions. We'll need your help to set up a forward operating base. And you two, tell your fleet to ready themselves. Once your preparations are complete, assemble at the council table. We may not know what lies out there, but that's no reason to falter. Just like the star-guided youth of legend, we must always press on. Good luck, everyone, and may the Sapphire Star light your way. All right then, dismissed.
Master Rank 1. Master Rank has been achieved. The story of Iceborne will unfold as you complete Master Rank quests and expeditions, which also raise your Master Rank. As it increases, you'll gain new access to quests that puts you against increasingly tough challenges. Your Hunter rank cap has been removed. The following assignments limiting your Hunter rank will be marked complete. Beyond the blasting scales and thunderous rubble in the highlands.
It's time for the next big step. Head to the council table when you're ready.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is both... It's a gear check, but it's also a combination of being able to... It's a fighting game with gear checks. I honestly really don't... I find the gunplay of Destiny to be okay, but I don't really find it entertaining for the very reason of... I've kind of come to dislike looter shooters. Even... I like Borderlands, but even that tries my patience on occasion. Because that game is straight gear check. This game, you do need to know your weapon, you need to have the right kit, and you kind of do need to plan for what you're fighting. Again, I'm going to be horrendously overpowered for the opening section of this, but once I start running into trouble, we'll definitely be switching into gear that's more appropriate. Monster Hunter weapons are all about deliberate choice. If you don't like some of your weapons, go for the faster ones. Like, I personally like the longsword because of its range and speed. But there is a reason why those weapons can block, and there are weapons that specialize in being the slow but high damage altitude. Oh, not altitude, the... slow damage, high risk, high reward, dunk on monsters with one good hit.
Okay.
There's actually some skill in both knowing the monster, knowing the weapon, and knowing what to pack. It's nearly time. Airship's waiting for you once you're ready. There's no telling what you'll find out there. Another new frontier in the new world, perhaps. Whatever it is, it's our job to investigate it. If you have any doubts about heading out, there's still time to prepare.
Off you go.
Once you're sure, come see me. No, dude, I'm good to go.
Okay.
Good, then you have an airship to catch.
Well, off you go.
Actually, I should I know I just said I'm ready, but what's my potion count? Okay, that's more than good. Alright, we're good. Hit me.
Okay. Get going.
May the Sapphire Star light your way. Yeah, if you don't like slow weapons, don't use Greatsword. Don't use, honestly, the spears are slow, hammers are slow. Yeah, this one does a better job of explaining some mechanics. I'd recommend if you want a fast, quick weapon, longsword, sword and shield, insect glaive, or even the bow. Those are good, fast weapons.
Yo!
Your partner's already prepping.
She's with the Fleet Master. They're outside.
Wow, you actually survived against a Rathian? I'm impressed, buddy. I would have taken you for dead 5 minutes in.
Certain.
Yes, the clouds were headed in the same direction as the Legiana. The wind was blowing toward the northwest that day, so... Hey!
Hey, you're actually being helpful for once. I'm kind of sad he has a helmet on, so it doesn't show his expressions.
Fair wind, just like the fifth banner. Luck's on our side.
Yeah, I can't wait to get started.
You know, come to think of it, though, I was quite surprised that they didn't have a ice area for this game. So they fixed that mistake by making an entire ice area. Arguably, the Elder's Recess is their equivalent of the ice area, but even then, that was all crystals and lava.
Anything yet?
I can't see anything in this fog.
We didn't come all the way out for nothing. We must keep looking.
Agreed.
Hey. Legiana, huh? And we have no idea where they're going?
Yeah, audio's
Some kind of
outpacing
rumor
the
about an
video
island.
bad.
Yeah? That'd be pretty exciting, huh?
Look!
This better not spill my eggnog.
An island?
The currents are getting worse. Hold on tight.
Yeah.
Come on down, Glaive. We're gonna have a good time then if you want to get in on this.
Partner! I'm alright. But more importantly, look! An island!
Oh, yeah.
That
you
is no
may have a
island.
problem then.
You're right. It's a landmass.
It's too dangerous to continue.
But we're almost there.
We must regroup. You two inside.
Let's go. Lead the way.
I was about to say, fuck regrouping. We're gonna get in there.
See you later!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, we're hunters. We see dangerous stuff and go, cool, that's my new vacation spot. You're not prepared for the weather there, sweetie. Big Bad Elder Dragon just means bigger weapon to kill it, and I brought my Elder Seal weapon.
Whoa! Look at all this snow. And it's freezing.
Maybe you should have packed something warmer, like a parka.
We can't stay out in this cold.
Oh hey, my lamp has directional light.
Let's set up camp before we freeze to death.
You'll freeze to death. I'm fine.
We can change into something warmer while we're at it. The commander procured some cold weather gear for us.
Obtain the Direwolf Layered Armor Set. You're now equipped with the Direwolf Armored Set. Don't worry, your armor effects and skills are still the same when you started the investigation. Layered armor is just purely cosmetic.
Better, but it's still so cold. This place is...
Wait, what do you mean lost stream feed?
Let's start looking for a good spot to land the airship.
Looks like we're fine. Yeah. Also, I see that I'm now in this, you know, all-white stuff. So, as cool... As much as I like my snow gear, I'm sorry. I'm the Bloody Lord Commander. How the hell do I... Oh, do I have to do this opening in this? That's kind of dumb. Alright, whatever. I can do an opening mission in the snow gear. So actually, I'm going to warm up here for a minute. Or I'm not allowed to draw here. Okay. Probably still in cutscene mode.
Here. Watch your...
Nice.
Watch your step.
Now, is it going to be a little hand-holding and teach me how to use hot drinks? Yup. Well, don't mind if I do.
We can make a hot drink out of these peppers to beat the cold.
I already know this one. In old Monster
like
Hunter,
it
it's
up a bit ahead.
always cold. Hot drinks were the norm. Cold drinks were the exception because you only had one area where you really needed to go for that kind of thing, and that was the desert. And desert was typically like the second main area you went to, so, you know. Beautiful area to say the least, though.
Look, a popo.
Where's that bud that it's mentioning?
Legiana tracks. They are here.
Yup. Because somehow they migrated over here. Not gonna question how. An unknown monster in area. Oh boy. It's gonna be something bad.
Those tracks look like fin marks. I remember seeing ones just like it in the New World. Definitely large monster tracks.
Hey, I'm ready to get started with the murder.
Looks like a clearing up ahead. Let's go check it out. I think we found our first tracks.
Well, actually, we found our first tracks a little while back, you blind, you know, glutton.
It's a snow shark.
Okay.
Yeah, let me handle this. Theototus. I think he's new for this occasion, so,
I'll look around for a landing site. You secure the area, partner.
By the way, that is...
This monster is called Theototus.
God, I don't have any sonic bombs or anything like that. More like...
You can get it out of the snow so you can attack it.
You can use the slinger with your weapon drawn. Look for the perfect moment, then fire.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still getting some chomp, but, you know, it works.
You get hit by the Theototus' snow attack, you'll be afflicted with Ice Blight.
And Ice Blight is fun. Because Ice Blight prevents you from recovering stamina as fast. No, wait, no, it eats your stamina faster. That's what it does. Remember, if you're watching at 24 frames per second, it's cinematic. It does, but that whole, you know, losing it just as quickly thing is a problem. Oh yeah, when your food reserves are much more limited. Still right there. Oh, shit. Right, I don't have food levels up. I don't have I just ate food levels of stamina. I've got bare minimum. Oh, I have a small weapon cap. They get bigger. So much bigger. Oh, Jesus. I am not using how much stamina I have in this current moment. I'm used to having far, far more. Oh, boy. Let's... health booster if you don't mind. I'm a little out of practice, as you can tell, but getting a little punked on right now, but then again, I don't have the tools needed to fight a snow shark. Some sonic bombs would be nice. That he's armored up to the gills, so you know. You gotta stab him with his little stubby feet.
You can break its legs in. You might be able to avoid Ice Blight.
It's trying to run. Hell no, you get back here, you little bastard. Oh yeah, no, this game, while you are freakishly strong, does not shy away from the fact that they are big weapons. You could be as strong as you want, but you still got, you know, heft. Yeah, this is more apparent on things like the greatsword or the hammer. Which, by the way, the hammer is basically like a giant fucking boulder strapped to a stick. I'm gonna see if I can't after this time try to improve my frame rate. Well, because this is playable, it feels chonky. No, it should be $30 if you own Monster Hunter World already. It was $30 for me. flying people do. I can kick it and it doesn't do anything apparent. That was a bad setup, honestly. So apparently I have a new move called Special Sheet now. Yeah, I don't know the full repertoire of my full new kit yet, so... I'd like to learn it, I just need to know what the hell the moves are. Also, ow. I'll throw on Temporal while I have a minute to experiment with my new kit. Oh baby, are we in it now? That's Hellbreaker. I still hit though, which is that's a giant. They just got in the turn part. Snow Shark is an asshole. He got punked on at least. And he jumped out of the way just in time, unfortunately. Nah. I'm not gonna go out of my way to hunt that thing. Single player instance, so yeah, it's already trying to leave, so I can't kill it in 5 minutes. I'm not that completely busted. I forgot null berries are good for getting rid of blights.
Watch out when a monster's enraged. It's better to hold off on your claw until things calm down a bit.
Right, now I can be a lot more aggressive because I forgot the claw's now a thing. The claw, the claw! There. Okay, time to spray. Nope. If I was a bit more prepared and the frame rate wasn't an ass, I'd try to Foresight Slash because that's the best move in my roster. Oh, we have that move again. Oh, we're in it. Oh, we're in it now, boys. Drains my gate, but crazy. Fighting under my health booster is a great thing, because I'm constantly healing while it's my ass. Nah, I thought he'd pop out quicker. That was him trying to escape. Unfortunately, that drained all my gauge. Oh. Shit.
The cold can really cut into your stamina. Perfect time for a nice hot drink.
Jeez. And this is why we eat kids. Because having no stamina is no fun. Hot meat is definitely a bonus, but eating something would work. You just need hot drinks and you're good to go. Yo, Satori man. Oh Jesus, what is this frame rate? I can run this game at a decent click. Iceborne just apparently was an unoptimized mess coming out. True enough. People have seen me play Monster Hunter World before. People know I can do decent frame rates.
Tortoise's weak point is its legs. Now's the time to attack them.
That was a good hit for effect. He seems a lot less robust than our Lava Soft. Yeah, it's making it hard to do longsword maneuvers when the frame is dropping this hard. Because I kind of need the ability to be robust in my maneuvers. To do things like the Foresight Slash, which is pretty frame precision. Or, it's pretty frame requirement heavy. Yeah. I can speak, I swear. Anyway, what's eating up a lot of my stuff? Not really a whole lot. Also, he dropped a bit. No, I want the bit. Yeah, Noble, if you could do me a favor and see if there's any other tricks that people have been using to try and increase the frame rate, I'd appreciate it. If you're still around, that is. Okay, so that's just a more aggressive way of being able to use my DI without, requiring a helmet flare, which is really nice. I didn't like the only thing I could do. Oh, hey, I can do that? Okay, good to know. Thank you for telling me that. I do admit that it does feel weird to have to special sheath because it's very close to me just being able me just doing a non-splitter, but I imagine I'll get used to it. Yeah, because right. Wait, how the hell is the new shortcut? What the hell? That is really jank. That's really jank. How you used to do it is throw up Q and point your mouse in a direction, that'll do it. Now it's point in a direction, kind of. Yeah, I've got no stamina. This sucks. Okay, so if I do the special draw regular cut with the EI, then I should be able to get more maneuvers out rather than blowing my gauge on that. Yes, I'm learning the new maneuvers. Please spare. You know what? I'm gonna just make this really easy on myself. Get the fuck back here. Get back here, you asshole! No, get back here. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Actually, this is the first time I've had to do this in a... whatever. I don't want his fur, I want his meat. Here we go. It's not the left mouse button, it's the right one. Oof. Well, no one of you guys is gonna die so I can have some meat. Again, I'm out of practice. I'm still mad they changed the tune for the cooking, though. It should be the classic jingle, and no tasty. 0 out of 10, this game is trash. Alright, now we have some steak in our belly. I'm not going to run out of stamina the second it looks at me funny. So let's kick his ass. Oh, if I hit him with the special slash, I actually get more gauge, like it regenerates my gauge. So I'm gonna guess some mixes of that in is gonna be important. Unfortunately, I do still need to hit him to, you know, get the benefit of the special draw, like sort of lightning draw. I'm gonna just call it lightning draw until I learn its actual name, because I'm learning like 90% of these moves right on the fly here. I actually keep my frame rate at about 40, and I already have my bit rate fairly low, actually. because I actually can't support it with this internet right now. Is he tired, or what the hell is going on with him? Also, Jesus, he's durable. I have an endgame longsword and he's still taking a beating. And you can get this right out of what it seems like low rank. Like the very start of high rank, so what the hell? Yeesh. Then again, this may just not be suited to hunting him. I may have just got an unfortunate set of weapons to do this with, but you know. Yeesh. Looks like he's starting to die out, though. That's unfortunate. Just out of range. I have a feeling that I'm only really getting 1 or 2 hits out of the special draw, and I have a feeling that has a much better combo list. I just need to figure out what the hell it is. Wait, I can spirit thrust out of that? Interesting. Also, oof, that's actually fucked up. I am surprised that did not just stun me. Stun rate seemed to be up. There we go. We're good, honestly.
Attacks are effective to get the Beototus up onto the snow.
Nah, you know, I ain't gonna pay
If you
for
can
that.
knock the snow off its body, your attacks will be more effective.
I'm gonna chalk that up to having some bad frame rate there. I mean, I know that's a convenient excuse, but this, like, 90% of this fight's been under 20 frames per second. Well, actually, I could have actually just done the checkup there, but I'm gonna just kill this thing first. And then we're gonna get that show. But yeah, you don't hunt high rank without eating food. That little bit of health makes all the difference. Though I actually do have to check, what is my cold resist with this armor? -10, so it's not bad cold armor, actually. Alright. I'm back down to not having any. Well, I'm gonna have some burnt meat for the moment. Not tasty, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so that's its downside. You don't just get into a coughing fit. It takes a minute and a half to eat that shit. Oh, it's too chewy. fuck that up. That's actually a legitimate fuck up on me. At least they made these more obvious now with a bit of a sparkly, but here's the problem. In your expansion with snow and white in it, you made the sparklies white. Like, that's useful for other parts. Yeah, they made the... For some reason, they made the quick menu not as convenient as it used to be. No mouse wheel to scroll through that if you're melee anymore. Which is something I very much enjoyed. Or rather, took full advantage of. Okay, so you can Spirit Slash into Special Shield, which makes that a little bit more natural. I need to figure out where the natural parts of the new moveset kick in. I was about to say, this entire fight and no hip check? Come on. It's an asshole off. Of course it's gonna have a fucking hip check. I'd be beyond disappointed if it didn't. At least frame rate's picking up again, so I can actually, juke and do my thing. I may have spoken too soon. That has a few seconds on it, so if the monster moves out of position, it'll come in your hands. Because you can't move during that.
Land your claw on a monster to grapple.
What the hell did I do? Because I'm not used to this whole new claw
Move
thing.
around and grapple to a monster. It'll burn through your stamina. The spot you hit has been softened up.
So I guess that's your way of now just closing distance and getting in under good minutes. If it's not in rage mode, because I noticed that he said don't use claw during the rage mode, I guess you could just sort of get in close using the claw and use it as kind of like a mini grapple? I was about to say, it'd be kind of awesome if you had a means of just invalidating the insect wave. You do have to be kind of close range from what it looks like. Also, what is physics? Also, you're stuck in that position. I can't get out of it unless I attack, so that is a commit. Also, that chains into Helm Splitter, which is a good way of burning through all your PI. Oh, he's dead.
That's the airship team.
Nice.
Finish up your expedition, and let's link back up.
The victory seems much more subdued now. I kind of like it, honestly. Kind of fits the very, I don't know, mellow area?
as mellow as Monster Hunter gets, but it's like, it's not sound the war horns, we totally won. It's, and thus the circle of life continues, or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how I can up the frame rate a little bit. See if it's a local issue or if it's a game issue. I'm thinking it might be a game issue, but no guarantees.
I've never been anywhere in this cold. Better start chugging some hot drinks. Use a hot pepper, craft a hot drink. Hot peppers seem to be indigenous to this area.
Alright, so let's see. Let's figure out if Iceborne is just being chunky. Let's see, first things first, settings, or scroll up to see its settings view. I don't see a view. Oh, I see view up top. Never mind. View. Docs. Stats. Doesn't look like it. Average time to render frame. 1.7 to 2.0 milliseconds. So I don't think we're doing bad there. Let's see. We're not the only ones that are having this issue. So there's validating the game files, or we're going to try the simple solution that says settings to minimum, restart, set them back to normal, restart it again. So we're going to try that after once we get out of this area. Yeah, the problem is that they fucked up the PC release again.
Ah, well, there's the victory tune.
The one that we all know and love. Large Wyvern Gem. 9 rarity, huh? These are all rarity 9, huh? Master rank 2, Legiana rank 7, level 7 research? What the hell? Oh, no wonder why he took a beating and a half. It counts as a, I'm gonna just call it G rank? That was the first G rank monster. Okay, that makes sense.
Maybe I should pull out my Kova gear for this one.
Oh, wow.
Kitty!
perfect place to land. Hey, they're here. Think they saw us. Hey!
Frame rate seems to have improved. This was probably the right time to then drop Iceborne. Wow, they got this place set up fast. Like, holy crap. We've gone from no civilization to full on.
The Legiana, they're here?
Yes, we found their tracks. There's no mistaking it.
We'll need to ramp up this investigation. For now, let's get our base camp up and running. Assemble at the council table. We need to talk things over.
Yes, sir. Exciting.
It's freezing.
Well, maybe you should put on some heavier clothes.
Let me thank you again for the good work you did on reconnaissance. The location you found was perfect. You two really did a fine job. Now that we've laid the groundwork, we need to shore up our defenses before we can ramp up our Legiana investigation. I've already made an urgent requisition to Astera for construction materials. The transport is prepared to sail here in a few days' time. But of course, this is uncharted territory, and there's no guarantee that the transport will be able to find safe passage after they land. The landing point is quite a distance from the forward operating base, so I'd like for you to investigate the surrounding area. Forward operating base and surrounding area. It lacks a bit of punch when I put it like that, huh?
I don't know. Fob sounds pretty punchy to me.
Let's see. How about we call this base Celiana, and the surrounding area can be called the Hoarfrost Reach.
Celiana? That's a wonderful name, Commander.
Now then, I want you to conduct an expedition into the Hoarfrost Reach and ensure that the area is safe for passage. I trust you to respond sensibly to any threats you may find out there. Take this as a good opportunity to get a lay of the land, too.
Introduce sword into face. Yep, I know what to do.
Don't let your guard down. And don't forget your cold weather gear. Good luck out there.
Gee, hard to forget when everything is frosty as hell.
Setting up base and securing that supply route.
First things first, I'm going to do my black magic and hopefully get this to be a better setting. So hold up. Display settings. For this to work, supposedly we are going to just tank the settings. Cool. Now we're gonna quit. By the way, I turned down all my settings. Still am not breaking 30 frames per second. So it's definitely a coding issue. That took a minute to crash. Okay, there's another interesting fact. It looks like this is not an NVIDIA game, it's an AMD one. Look like AMD lads are able to.
Looks like, yeah, AMD got this one instead of NVIDIA. Okie doke, so... Yeah, I'm NVIDIA too, buddy. HD quality, holy shit. Oh, God. I'm gonna still set everything around mid for the day. Then supposedly, we crash the game again. And then we will boot back up. And supposedly, that's the ghetto fix. Ghetto fix will work for this occasion, if it does. If not, we're going to need to find another way how to make this schniz work. All right. Let's hope this does the trick. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep looking up answers to...
Our first priorities are setting up base and securing that supply route.
That did not work as well as that could have. The other thing is let the mouse, let the game validate the files, but I seriously doubt that it's going to work out. Oh, it's de novo. Do they have de novo? Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find the getaway to fix this shit. Didn't think it would be this bad. Holy crap.
Which is sad. I really want to play Iceborne, goddammit. Let's see. CPU issues. DirectX 12. Read news section. Iceborne can delete saves. That's if you use mods, which thankfully I didn't use. So I think the de novo thing is bullshit. Or is it... Alright, we're going to try some other fixes, and if those don't work, I'm going to just do a backup game. Maybe I'll just do X-Files again for the day. Some people are saying get your drivers updated. Some people are saying verify the cache, but that's a 40 gig update, so I'm not doing that. Because otherwise we just don't have a stream today. Let's see. NVIDIA GeForce Experience. Sorry, this is going slowly. Do 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 do. Sometimes it's better to know what you're getting into. Alright, come on, G-Force. Because if all else fails, I'll just say fucking actually either do X-Files or XCOM 2, one of the two. Give me a sec. Also through emergency text. Alrighty. Jesus Christ, G-Force, come on. Oh, that's why it wasn't moving. It froze. Great. There we go, G-Force, come on. Alright. Yeah, I got some updating to do. So this might screw around with my stuff, but we're gonna see how this works. Let's see. Yeah, sorry that the whole fucking performance thing happened.
Figured it was gonna be bad, didn't know it was gonna be that bad. So let's see, 2 minutes until this is done. So we're just listening to nice tunes as we go along. Alright, drivers are almost done. If these don't work, I'll switch over to, you know, a Lamaus. Okie doke. We got the drivers, now we gotta wait for them to install. This is probably gonna do some weird things to the stream, so do be aware of that. Yeah, de novo bad. Express installation.
But yeah, it seems to be weird. Some weird combination of de novo. Seems to be some weird combination use of the fact that Capcom screwed up the optimization. I mean, this is already bad enough, but I really want to play my Monster Hunter, damn it. I happen to like it a lot. Come on. Yeah, by the top of the hour, we don't have this fixed, or at least these drivers updated. I will absolutely just switch over to something else. So, question: X-Files or XCOM 2? What sounds more appealing? Should this not work? Jesus Christ, how long does it take to prepare drivers? Alright, yeah, fuck it. It's taking well over 5-10 minutes to just get prepared to get drivers installed. We're gonna go kill some A's. I'm gonna get my shit prepped. Because it's a Friday and it's a bit cheaper and I can chain into Glaive, I'm going to, get that going. Normally I'd be doing X-Files, but yeah, I'm gonna just kind of go for cheap and dirty right now. So, give me a sec. I'm going to get the stream quickly reset and we'll get right back to it.